Hello, I'm Christopher Holton,
And I'm Connor Lamb.
and this is the Island Podcast Christmas Special.
Welcome back to our second-time viewers.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. This is our second episode of Phase 2. We have a shorter episode for you today because we know you may be busy on this. If you're from Washington State or Western Washington, probably a rainy Christmas day.
Yep.
And if you're from anywhere else, I hope it's snowing because I wish it was here.
Yeah, it's going to be breaking the streak of 2 years in a row with snow on Christmas Eve
Yep.
this year.
Is that right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm sad that we're not going to get snow this year. We kind of got snow, but I was gone, and I think
And so was
Connor
I.
was gone. So we got snow here, but we were both away.
So it snowed overnight, like kind of starting like 6-ish here where we live. And it was funny. I was in Leavenworth, Washington, and it was raining in Leavenworth, Leavenworth is known for its snow. So it was raining where I was vacationing to get the snow, and then snowing back home.
Which is just
Stupid.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was snowing where I was too. I was in Winthrop, Washington, which is like north of Lake Chelan, northwest of Lake Chelan. So it was snowing there, but I was almost like sad because it's always snowing there.
Yeah,
and it's
true.
not normally snowing. So it was cool. I woke up, I looked out my window, and
Lots of snow.
and it was like my window, the view is like over the valley and like
Oh,
into the
nice.
town. So like I looked over the town and like it was super pretty. And I woke up at like 8:30 and then I ate oatmeal and then I went skiing.
cross-country skiing, that is.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. Nordic skiing.
Nice.
As they call it.
Got it.
Yeah.
I found some cross-country skiers in Leavenworth.
There's actually quite a lot of them over there.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot, which I was surprised.
In Leavenworth or Winthrop?
In Leavenworth, there's like
Yeah.
quite a few cross-country ski trails there.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can actually rent cross-country skis from the hotel that I stayed at. And then we headed up to the Wenatchee State Park, which is confusing because it's north of Leavenworth when Wenatchee is like east of Leavenworth. So it's like pretty far away from Wenatchee.
Yeah.
But there were like at least 20 people that we saw cross-country skiing just out and about.
Have you ever cross-country skied before?
I have not.
Okay. I think you should
Try it out.
I think you should try it out before
hear-
you judge
True,
it too hard.
True. I hear it's fun because you're moving quick, and like you're just like.
It's fun if you're good.
Okay.
If you suck, it's miserable because you're working super hard and it's all about like technique and rhythm.
Got it.
At least it feels like that.
Yeah.
So if you like suck at it, you're not going to have a good time. And there's two versions of cross-country skiing.
Okay.
There's classic,
All right.
which is where you skate in a track, or
Oh, yeah.
where you ski in a track.
And then there's skate where
which
like
is
you
skate, which
yeah.
is which is much harder, and
and
it's
you're like pushing. You're like ice skating.
yeah,
Yeah.
and skate is more fun,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
But
But
you're moving faster, but it's
you're
harder
moving
work.
faster, but it's harder work, and it's I don't know. You feel like you're gliding more,
True.
and then that's when we saw these people who we did classic pretty much the whole time.
Okay.
Because when the snow conditions are really bad,
Okay.
classic's easier.
Okay. Because there's the tracks that are like kind of pre-made. If people are in front of you, you can follow their tracks.
Yeah, that. But like, so basically, there's like a machine, like a
Yeah.
huge thing, and it on one side it makes tracks, and
And the
then
other grooms
grooms the snow.
Nice.
So
And then your dad was actually making like a sled for a snowmobile that makes the tracks.
yes,
Got it.
but it doesn't groom the snow
Yeah.
because you need like a
big
huge
snowcat.
like,
yeah.
And so basically, we did classic pretty much the whole time. We tried to do skate, but it was super icy, and it's like so slick that
You can't get grip.
I mean, you can, but you have to be
Good.
pretty good, and like I'm not that good. So, anyways, I did skate for the first time last year, and I was getting pretty good at it. And then quarantine hit, and like the ski club that we're a part of
Yep.
closed down.
Dang.
So like you could go up, but you could only go up for like
Yeah.
the day.
Yeah.
And it was so crowded that it just wasn't worth it.
Gotcha.
But and then we didn't get to do skate. But there's some crazy people
Yeah.
that it was pretty hilly, and they're like flying down the hill on these super thin short skis, and then they're like
with no edges, so you can't
with
really stop.
I mean, they're doing hockey stops at the bottom of the hill.
Holy.
Like they're flying down this hill, and then they like hockey stop at the end, like right in front of us. I'm like,
jeez.
yeah. I'm like, these people are legit, but like they're probably locals.
Yeah.
And when you're a local in Winthrop, like
that's what you do.
That's what you do. Yeah.
Nice.
Anyways,
my dad cross country skied for a bit.
Yeah.
Well, when we first moved to Seattle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why'd he stop? Actually, I probably know why he stopped, but
because he would rather go.
Yeah.
He could go like after work in the dark.
Yeah.
With like regular skiing, you can't like stop at 11 p.m. or whatever because the lifts close at like I don't know what time, but he liked it because he could just like do it for a bit. Yeah, I think he went up to Snoqualmie sometimes if there's places up there. Do you know of a place up there?
Huh?
Do you know of a Snoqualmie place?
Yeah, there's places all through the pass.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Nice. We saw cross country skiers when we were snowmobiling actually.
Yeah. Oh yeah, how was snowmobiling? Because I didn't hear about it.
Snowmobiling was pretty fun. It was a little bit north of Leavenworth, so there was a little bit more snow, but not amazing. There were still some like dirt patches where like the cover got thin because the snowmobiles kind of rip up the snow a bit.
Right.
So it was pretty muddy actually. The way it works is you have like a guide. We actually had two guides because one of them was like a guide in training.
Okay.
And they went at the back. And then because I just recently turned 16, I couldn't have a passenger with me. But because of the way our numbers worked out, I had to have my own snowmobile. And so they didn't trust me very much. So I had to go right behind the lead guide person, like the pro. And we only did the hour-long session. You could book either a 2 or 3 hour, but we were on the waiting list for 2 hours, but that didn't open up. So we just did the 1 hour, and that was enough for my littler siblings. But the communication system that we used was if you stayed within 2 snowmobile sled lengths, is what they call them, sleds.
Okay.
The guide will speed up until you start like drawing back because that tells them that you want to slow down.
Mm-hmm.
And so we started off pretty slow because these are like the big 3 or 2-person snowmobiles, but they have the cargo capacity in the back.
Okay.
So the extra long one, they call them Escalades in the snowmobile community because they're so huge. And so they're super heavy. So we're getting used to turns because you got to like really lean to get them moving around those corners. And then we start to like inch up faster and faster because I'm staying within 1 sled length. And so she actually had to tell me to back off a few times. She's like, yeah, it's going to feel close. Like before we actually started, she's like, yeah, it's going to feel close. But 2 sled lengths is where I want you because you might think it's 2, but it's actually like 8 sled lengths because of the way how fast you're moving. And so she's like, actually back up a bit because if I tip over, if the guide tipped over, I would have like ran her over. So she's like, yeah, back up.
Got it. Yeah. So you were doing the opposite of what they were worried you were going to do.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
So we ended up going pretty fast. These snowmobiles are pretty powerful. We got going on this frozen lake up to like 50-ish.
Yeah.
And then they have basically e-brakes that you can drift with. And so on the way down, there's like what are they called? Switchback, because we like rode all the way up the top of the mountain, saw Lake Wenatchee, and then stopped for a bit, took some photos, and then on the way down, it was like pretty steep right away, and so you could actually grip the handbrake, which would stop the motion of you like initiate the turn, stop the motion of the big track spinny thing, and you could slide around the corner and drift it a bit.
That's sick.
Yeah.
I remember, so I was at scout camp like 2 years ago, or not last summer, but the summer before,
Okay.
the non-COVID summer, our last non-COVID summer. And I took the four-wheeler course,
Oh yeah.
which are, what are they called? ATVs, I think. That was so fun. And we're up in Idaho.
Yeah.
So we take like all these like back trails.
Oh, yeah.
And like we were just speeding through. I mean, that was probably one of the most fun experiences like that. And then my buddy Owen, shout out Alder on SoundCloud, go give that man a follow.
Prior guest.
He's our Island USA photographer, sort of. He did our photo shoot for the first wave of hoodies, which by the way are still available. Let me shout out real quick. IslandUSA.brand. Hit me up on the DM. Get yourself a hoodie. They're freaking... Connor, I made a lot of hoodies.
You did.
Okay. I probably made more hoodies
Yep.
than maybe I should have.
Okay.
However, the reason I made so many was because when I got my hands on one,
Yeah.
I was like, this is the most comfy hoodie I've ever worn. Connor, can you tell me that it's like the most comfy hoodie you own?
Okay. So I've already explained this on the Instagram actually, as well as Alder.
Yeah.
We're both on there explaining how it is the best hoodie and most comfortable hoodie. I wear it skiing because it's so warm and so soft. I literally will wear it to bed without a shirt underneath just because it like feels so nice.
Yeah. It feels like you're being cuddled
Yeah.
by the brand.
Pride of brand.
It is a freaking amazing
The hood is the thickest hood in a hoodie that I own.
Yeah.
And it just like makes it so nice when you like get the satisfying flip up in the weight, because you don't have to like pull it up over your head. You can just kind of flick it, and the weight of it just brings it all up, and it's just so good.
Here's what I want to say about it. In a hoodie, if you're watching on YouTube right now, normally a hoodie has one seam that runs two pieces of fabric together. But what this does is sometimes it makes like a pointy end to your hoodie, and it doesn't fit your head very well, because it's kind of like a triangle or a cone, and your head is shaped like a sphere, right? So what this has two seams with like fabric in the middle, so it fits your head better. When you pull it up, there's two sides and then a middle. So those hoodies I prefer personally because they fit your head better. They look better.
They don't look as like cheap and clunky.
Yeah, they sit on your head better. Go hit me up on the DM. It's $45 plus tax. PayPal, Venmo, whatever works. Get yourself a freaking hoodie. We also got some t-shirts. If you want a t-shirt, those are also really dope. They're
White
soft.
t-shirts.
They're soft. The design's kind of cool.
My dad actually models for them on the Instagram.
On the Instagram at islandusa.brand. Let me get back to topic. When I was with Alder, he has a Polaris,
Okay.
which is like a four-wheeler
But
mixed with a golf cart
With like a roof.
with a roof. Yeah.
And doors.
And doors. But they're
Rip.
so fun.
Yeah.
So we took his up like all the way up the ridge across from. Those are fun too. So, and then
It's actually pretty similar to snowmobiles, like the driving experience.
yeah,
I did a few out of country a little while ago.
Mhm.
And the weight I'd say is similar,
Okay.
and but it is much faster on the snowmobiles.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's funny, they're called Snowdoos, or Snowdo is the brand of the snowmobiles, and Sea-Doo is the top of the line jet ski brand that we see.
So speaking of jet skis, we can touch on this real quick. Speaking of jet skis,
Yeah.
you, my friend, have got to get your hands on a jet ski this summer.
We're working on it.
You have to, man.
The debate is stand up or sit down.
Why would you
or
get
both?
Just look, I mean, stand-ups are cool, but they're not as like universal, I think, as sit-downs.
True.
And you can't take more than one person on a stand-up.
True. Yeah.
Which for you might be important.
True.
living like with other people. I mean, think about like this summer. How much more like efficient would have a sit down been versus a stand up this summer if we had one?
True. Yeah.
Like, I think personally.
Yeah. So I think personal preference would be if you only one was available,
Yeah.
then a sit down.
Yeah.
But if two were, then one of each.
Got it.
It is still fun. I've ripped around a few different stand-ups, and that it feels faster when you're going slower, like because you're like in the water basically.
Yeah.
And then the tricks you can do, they're more maneuverable, and then like you can like.
I remember I was surfing on Lake Taps, and there were 2 or 3 stand-up jet skiers that were hitting the wake. Backflips.
Oh yeah.
And they were wiping out like every time.
Well, yeah. Well, you can't really stay on it. You just send it, and then like you can't really stand on it.
And you have to pray that you get it all the way around, so
or
that
it
it doesn't.
lands on you. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, man. Hopefully, maybe a present. Probably not.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Speaking of presents, you hoping to get what are you hoping to get this Christmas, Connor?
X series would be pretty sweet.
Series X?
Series X, not X series.
Xbox, for anyone who doesn't know what he's talking about.
And then been getting into skiing, so ski gear would be cool too.
Yep.
But you already have your Series X, I hear.
So yeah, here's my story. So I checked Instagram, I think it was Friday morning, and Friday afternoon maybe, and I saw on GameStop's, because I follow them now because they post updates about Series X availability. So they have a holiday bundle, and it basically comes with Valhalla, 2 controllers, 3 months of Game Pass, NBA 2K21, and then the Series X.
Yeah.
All together.
Nice.
For a lot.
Like, yeah.
But I was going to get Valhalla anyway, and I wanted
an extra controller.
I wanted an extra controller. Game Pass is cool. I'll probably play NBA 2K21 a couple times, but I wasn't going to buy it.
Is it a disc?
Yeah.
So you could just resell it then.
I could resell it, or I could give it to my neighbors because I know they'd probably appreciate it.
Oh yeah, Christmas present for those guys over there.
Yeah, right over there. I don't know, but it doesn't come till. This is what sucks. Our break ends January 5th.
Yeah.
Guess what day it's supposed to arrive? The 6th. Yeah. Yeah. So, kind of pisses me off, but you know.
Whatever. At least you have it.
At least I know it's coming. But I ordered it. The order didn't go through. I never got the confirmation email.
Okay.
Called the credit card company. They never got charged. So I was worried that the order didn't go through. I don't think it did. Like, to all evidence, it didn't. So I reordered it again through like something else, and I got the confirmation email and the shipping stuff. So I'm positive it's coming.
Sweet.
On the 6th. Maybe the 7th. Hopefully the 6th.
Hopefully the 6th.
I also received another package when I was gone. I got me and a friend stayed up. We watched the Ahsoka episode of Mandalorian when that came out a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
And then we ordered chains and pendants from this brand that I'm not going to shout out because
they don't pay you.
Yeah, but they're very cool and I'm a fan. But I'm just not going to talk about that. But it came today, so I'm very happy about that.
Nice. You wearing it right now?
Yeah, I am. I mean, I'll show you guys. It's, if you can see, it's like a butterfly pendant.
Oh, nice.
And it's a chain because my other one was starting to change in color. I found out the reason for that is because I put it in the hot tub so many times this summer, and I think
your
it's
silver one.
Yeah, but I think it's stainless steel coated silver, which is fine. It doesn't turn your neck green.
Yeah.
It shouldn't change color in the shower, but when affected with chemicals,
chlorine.
like chlorine, that's what will change it. So it really has nothing to do with the metal, but more my mistreatment of.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
That's whatever. It started to like turn like a bronze-ish color.
Yeah, I just treated the hot tub.
Really?
I did. It was pretty nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I can treat mine because it's starting to get that way. I was in it last night. It's pretty
nice.
Pretty sick. Yeah.
Oh, when it snows.
Yeah, that was cool. I like sitting there and then
in the hot tub in the snow.
Snows around me, but there wasn't that much snow, so it wasn't like the coolest thing ever. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I think we should start a new Christmas tradition
Okay.
of sitting in the hot tub. I think that's going to be my new thing that I'm going to start.
Okay.
Going in the hot tub every Christmas morning. This is
Christmas morning.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or like after you come downstairs and you
You make your coffee or whatever you're gonna do, and then you go sit in the hot tub.
open the stockings.
Open stockings.
Do all that stuff.
Gotcha. That's a good way to do it.
Then in between the time between like breakfast and stockings, you know how there's that little bit of time? You hit the hot tub.
Yeah. Instead of just like awkwardly waiting for breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's going to be my goal.
Speaking of breakfast, what do you normally have Christmas morning breakfast?
So we have cinnamon rolls. My mom makes cinnamon
Okay.
rolls every Christmas morning, and then I think she makes like a egg quiche dish
Nice.
as well. It's
We do-
really good.
We do cinnamon rolls as well.
Yeah, cinnamon rolls are kind of like very American
Yeah.
Christmas
Yeah.
present. But
We also only make this certain other dish on Christmas morning. It was my great grandmother's recipe, and we call it eggs a la Ugg. Its actual name is eggs olive goldenrod. I think I'm saying that right. And it's basically you take hard-boiled eggs and take out the yolks and make them like powdery somehow. I need to learn how to make it this year.
okay,
And then you cut up the white part.
alrighty.
All right. Then you make gravy, and then you put the gravy, and you combine the gravy with the white part of the eggs,
Okay.
which are cut up, hard boiled. You drizzle that over English muffins, and then put paprika on top,
That sounds really good.
and it's really good. But we make it special just for Christmas, so we never make it any other time.
So that it's really special.
really
on
special.
Christmas. That's cool.
Yeah.
We kind of make this, and then for dinner we
Yeah.
kind of make the same thing that we do
Yeah.
for Thanksgiving. It's kind of like
Nice.
the same meal.
Nice.
It's like a turkey and mashed potatoes. And
Cool. I think we do a big roast, big chunk of meat.
Oh, yeah.
Big chunk of cow.
lovely. And then for Christmas Eve,
Mm-hmm.
we always do seafood,
Nice.
which is I don't know why.
My
where
mom
that
does not
comes
like seafood, so I wish we did that as well, but we don't.
from. Oh,
Yeah.
that's too bad. We do like shrimp and crab. And
For Christmas Eve, my other side of the family comes, and my grandma on that side makes like a dessert with a skinned almond in it. And you basically, the goal is to eat the almond, okay? But you keep it tucked in your cheek when you find it, okay? So you eat as much as you possibly can to cover the most surface area.
Okay.
She doesn't even know where the almond is because she mixes it in the batter and then pours it out. And then you just eat as much of that dessert as you can, and you keep it in your cheek. And everyone tries to guess, and if you get guessed within a certain amount of time, you lose. Okay, but if you win because you have the almond and didn't get guessed after however long, it depends on how many people ate the dessert.
Right. Yeah.
You get this prize, like that's put together. So if an adult wins, they like get a bottle of wine, like a nice wine or something.
Right.
But I think I've won once when I was younger, and I basically just got a ton of candy. Yeah,
I bet you were very happy
I
about
was
that.
so happy. But my eldest cousin on that side has won like 6 times. Yeah, she's crazy. She barely eats anything. She eats like one plate of it, and like her younger brothers and I all eat like 6 like massive servings because the strategy is to not eat that much dinner so you have enough room to go through this dessert. And then if you're still hungry, you can go back and eat some more dinner.
Sounds actually
Yeah.
pretty fun. I like that. Yeah, speaking of eating, I'm like still trying not to like move while we're talking. Sorry if I sound a little different today. I had 3 fillings put in today. So I went to the dentist, and that was fun. And then I kind of knew I had a cavity,
Yeah.
so that's why I got the appointment. And it was the first time with my new dentist,
Gotcha.
who is our friend's dad.
That guy.
Yep, that guy.
I saw that guy.
Yeah, he said he saw you.
Yeah.
In the last 2 days, I've had 2 people be like, I saw Connor. which is like, okay, like, I don't. Anyways, so he's like,
He gave me a
"Oh,
big punch.
I saw the lambs up on the mountain. I also saw the lamb and the blah 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 blah." And
Yeah,
he was
he talks a lot.
like, "I was fine. I like him a lot. He's great."
But it's funny because they always can understand even though they have two hands down your throat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they always know what you're saying because
Yeah.
they speak the language that
Yeah.
is
They have lots of
English with
hands.
fingers in the mouth.
Yeah.
But no, so I got 3 fillings today, and I still can't feel the left side of my face too much. It's better now.
Can I hit you?
No.
Damn.
Jeez. That's dark. Like I was weird. I was right after the procedure, I touched my face, and it's like whatever. Well, I mean, it's a filling procedure.
True.
That's what they called it.
Really?
Yeah, they're like a filling procedure.
Cool.
Whatever. And they're like touching it, and it feels like you're touching dead skin.
Yeah.
And it doesn't feel like your own. Like you're tapping your cheek, and you're like.
It's weird. It's like tingly, but like you can feel pressure. You just can't feel like the actual.
Yeah. So like if you lightly tap it,
Yeah.
you can't feel anything.
Yeah.
So you just feel what you're feeling with your finger.
Yeah.
It's so weird. Anyways, and then I'm getting my wisdom teeth removed like in a couple months. So.
Oh, that'll be fun.
I'm worried what I'm gonna say. I'm like terrified that like once I come out, I'm just gonna say the most embarrassing.
I don't
thing.
remember. I remember getting in the car after mine. Mine was this summer, and then which sucked because I couldn't swim for like 4 days or something after it.
And then a couple weeks went by, and then you left for Cannon Beach, and then couldn't swim again.
Because one of my sockets got like food stuck in it, basically. Even though I was cleaning it, and then it healed over the food, and then this like cavity formed with my body trying to the white basically got infected because the white blood cells were trying to kill the food particle, and they had to rip out all of that new tissue. So it was really nice of them. They put me in a room. The doctor came in, the oral surgeon, ripped it out, then left me bleeding there for like 10 minutes with no numbing, and then basically just released the pressure of the just opened it up.
Yeah.
And then they moved me again to a different room, like the actual operating room, and then they sat me back and numbed up the whole area, and then fully went at it and cleaned out, and then they used injected painkiller. I think it was morphine. And basically just this massive needle, and you would stick the whole thing. Didn't obviously go in, they just do that so it reaches into your mouth, but they just does this hurt? Stab. And if it does, then they inject more. But because they scraped out this whole socket.
I'm gonna clean mine so well. I don't want that to happen.
Yeah. Well, I couldn't feel them. Actually, I could hear it. You could hear the.
Yeah.
And they were taking pieces of tissue out.
Ugh. That sounds so nasty, man.
It only took a half hour, but I wasn't under for that part. They actually give you an option to go under or not on the actual taking out procedure.
Yeah.
But you should go under because they can turn you basically upside down. So choose to go under.
I will.
And that
I'm kind of a.
It's so weird.
I'm kind of a. What's the word? I'm a chicken.
Yeah.
So I don't like pain.
But you also, if you were also afraid of, I don't know, they can do whatever they want to you, basically when you're out. They bring you back with adrenaline.
Yeah, that. I don't care.
You don't care? You don't care about that?
I trust doctors.
Okay.
If you want to, if the government wants to put a chip in me,
yeah,
hire the doctors to
do it.
Who cares? Big deal.
Yeah.
But that's the other thing. I was super funny. I was talking to someone who was the vaccine has a chip in it. Now, obviously it doesn't, right?
Yeah.
A tracking chip,
Yeah.
the government to track you. Obviously it doesn't. Let's say it does.
Yeah.
They can track you anyway with your phone.
Yeah. Who cares?
So why?
Yeah.
Why does it matter?
Yeah.
It's super funny because I was talking to it was 2 different people that said this to me, and I'm like, you both are on your phone,
all the time.
all the time.
Yeah.
So let's say you're basically every bit of information about you. If the government wants to know it,
They have it already.
they have it already.
Yeah.
So big
How
deal.
it works in China, but they're open about it.
Yeah.
Yikes.
We won't be on Chinese YouTube now.
No, we won't.
No. After
Dang.
you said that.
Dang.
It's okay. I mean, but that's just probably the harsh reality we're going to have to face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, YouTube.
Sorry, YouTube. Sorry to our Chinese viewers who actually live in China, not our Chinese American viewers or our Chinese Canadian viewers, or anywhere else. But if you live in China, you might not be able to see this.
Or
YouTube
our
video.
American viewers in China.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
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 I don't think we have any American viewers. I don't think we have any viewers, period, outside of the U.S.
I could think of 2 right now, but
Oh, really?
yeah.
Crazy. Guess who've, I'll tell you later. I probably shouldn't name drop people, but one of your good friends, family friends,
Okay.
who I've never met, followed Island USA.
Oh. Bike people.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I was like,
Wow.
yeah. And
Yeah.
I know that they saw it from your shout out on your story.
No. Okay. We gained like 50 followers.
Here's
in
a good
day
thing.
from
I have your dad on the cover of the, not the cover, but like one of the first posts.
Yeah.
So like any of your people
Yeah.
will
Well, no.
follow
Nice.
immediately.
Sweet.
Not that like I planned that. It just
Yeah,
so
it just
happened to work.
be like- Yeah.
So, anyways, you know what, guys? This has been a shorter podcast.
Come on, we have to do one more thing first.
What do we have to talk about? What else do we?
What am I wearing right now?
True, we should probably do a flannel review
Yeah.
/ ugly sweater review.
Yeah. You can go first since it's final review first.
All right,
I think you've done that one though.
I might have, but it's been so long. And you know, our first podcast was 7 months ago.
That's craziness.
Thank you for being with us for 7 months, or maybe you haven't. Maybe you're new, or maybe I don't know. Anyways, here's my flannel. It's from Vineyard Vines. Should I stand up?
Do it.
I'm just going to sit up here because I have nowhere to stand up. So, if you're watching on YouTube, here I am. So, this is a flannel from Vineyard Vines. Here it is. It's kind of Christmassy. I think it's green and, is it blue and red, or is it green and red?
Pretty sure that's blue, like navy blue.
I don't really know, but it's kind of it's Christmassy enough. It's very comfy. It's my favorite flannel. It looks the nicest. It fits my body, I think, the nicest.
Clean cut.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
These are khakis from Eddie Bauer. I love Eddie Bauer, but I'm pretty sure they're going to go out of business in the next 2 to 3 years. That's my guess. I'm calling it now. So if they go out of business, you heard it here first, folks.
Oh no.
Anyways, Eddie Bauer, please sponsor us because we don't want you to go out of business, and we will freaking promote your brand.
We already did. Look at
We
that.
already did. Boom. Eddie Bauer, you have amazing khakis. So this is my flannel. Pretty boring. I'm not gonna lie. But what's not boring is my man Lamb Chop's sweater, because it's kind of fire. I'm not gonna lie.
It's pretty. It's pretty fitting, I think. Can I just do this? Can people see? Look at that. Look how nice that is. Oh yeah. Oh. All right. So my flannel. My last name is Lamb, for all those who don't know, and it's a pretty funny, punny thing. It's fleece Navidad, which is fitting because my last name's Lamb,
And it's a fleece.
and it's fleece. It's like perfect. It's like the actual aesthetic of it isn't like super great. Like it would be better if it was a little
kind
bit
of
more
meta
interesting.
because it's like a joke on its own.
Yeah,
But then
true.
there's another
There's-
layer to the joke
Yeah.
is that the fact that your last name is Lamb.
Yes.
So it's like the meta is crazy,
Yeah.
you know?
And it kind of keeps the lack of like decal keeps from the distraction.
Right. Yeah.
Anyways,
Anyways, that's
Merry Christmas.
Merry
or
Christmas, Happy
holidays.
Hanukkah. If you're watching this on the 26th, Happy Kwanzaa. I think we're probably forgetting a holiday, but maybe not.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Jesus loves you. What else can we say? Go pick yourself up a freaking Island sweatshirt, okay?
Greatest late Christmas present.
Okay.
ever.
It's a present for yourself. If you didn't happen to get one for someone else for Christmas,
If you didn't get what you wanted to get for Christmas,
oh, true.
you might as well go and get an
Treat
Island
yourself.
hoodie.
Yeah.
Because it's what you really want, whether you know it or not.
Whether you know it or not. Like, I'm not joking. I'm not lying. It's my favorite freaking sweatshirt. My guy Connor wears it literally all the time. I can't get him out of it. Not that I'd want to. Go pick yourself up one. Merry Christmas, and thank you for watching.